Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Aries, January 17, 2025. Today's influences spotlight opposing forces related to money, possessions, debts, trust, and ownership, ultimately leading to beneficial changes or realizations. You'll be able to recognize what is worthwhile and what you can put on a shelf. Aim to take a lesson from any issues that become inflamed now, such as by turning your attention to better money management. Make important decisions later, but pay close attention to the drives and desires stirred today for the best results. Today's Sun-Mars opposition could be disruptive and can force a confrontation, but if this is the case, it's not the final say on the matter since Mars is retrograde. Provocative energy is with you, although consciously exercising patience can tame it. It can be hard to have healthy conversations when both parties try to get their way. Battles of ego or will can be distracting, obscuring what truly matters. Tension has been building for days, and you'll feel like today is a significant crescendo. You could feel like you're standing on a volcano just as it's set to explode. This is because our great luminary, the Sun, is approaching a vindictive opposition with an angry Mars, the red planet of conflict and war, in the heavens above. Everyone will be on edge, and you could feel like your needs are not being met by your one and only, or that an enemy is out to speak poison about you and your sexual or intimate life. The best thing to do is smile and nod, turn, and slam the door in their face. It is okay to accept and ask for help. Do not get mad at yourself for needing assistance, as the Sun in Capricorn opposes Mars retrograde in Cancer. Of course, you can do everything by yourself. You have the tools, skills, education, and more to handle your job. However, you might benefit from a helping hand. Someone you work with could offer to do something for you or teach you something new. Let them. You will be more successful in the long run when you allow people to assist you at work. You feel the wind at your back with the planetary configuration of the day. You feel alive and well despite your tendency to overwork yourself at times. Go forward with your healthful habits this week. Priority should be on eating a balanced diet, so cut back on bread and remember you can never drink too much water. In fact, a light fast would greatly increase your energy. Try to eat lightly and rule out carbohydrates and milk products every other day for 5 days. You may find that you gain closure in a long-standing family dispute on this day. This in itself is a victory, so do not fret if you did not come out as the clear-cut winner. That would only cause bitterness, and the family rift would only grow wider instead of smaller. Take pleasure in knowing that what has been an ongoing and often painful saga has finally ended. Now is the time for warmer sentiments to return to the foreground when thoughts about family come to mind. It is right in the heart of the working week that the moon is making its first visit to your sector of adventure, travel, learning, and discovery for the year. After Mars left, with no more planetary activity here until he returns in April, and with things already starting to heat up on the income, work, and career fronts, today's adventurous lunar vibes don't care about their inconvenient timing. This is the moon's first visit since the lunar nodes began their new 18-month policing of your work and life balance over the weekend, with a chance to take this for its first test drive. It is right in the here of the working week that the moon is making both its first visit to an adventurous part of your chart for the year and the first since some big shifts on the romantic front over the weekend. With the North Node gone but the dwarf planet Eris, the warrior princess of the cosmos, back in direct motion, the next few days will see the spirit of romance and adventure come together, this time with the focus on the future rather than the past. Our eyes in the sky. When the Sun in Capricorn opposes Mars retrograde in Cancer, you may feel an unusual sense of imbalance, as though the universe is nudging you to test your patience and resilience. This celestial opposition can make even simple tasks seem daunting, and you might find your motivation waning. On days like this, it's essential to remember the power of a deep breath and a moment of grounding. Have you ever paused amidst chaos to center yourself, only to realize that calmness could completely transform your perspective? Such moments remind us of the importance of composure, allowing us to navigate challenges with clarity and grace. It's not uncommon during these times to encounter individuals who seem to test your limits, intentionally or not. Whether it's a colleague, a friend, or even a stranger, the key is to remain centered and not let their actions dictate your emotional state. Reflect on a time when you successfully kept your cool in a tense situation. How did that affect the outcome? Often, it is our calm response that de-escalates conflicts and turns a potentially negative encounter into a positive learning experience. These are the moments that underscore our strength and resilience, reinforcing our ability to handle adversity with grace. Low energy levels might accompany these emotional tests, making it even more challenging to push through the day. However, it's important to acknowledge that everyone has off days, and it's perfectly okay to feel less than your best. On such days, self-compassion becomes your greatest ally. Think about a time when you gave yourself a break and allowed space for rest and recuperation. Didn't that make all the difference in how you felt afterward? By embracing self-care, you give yourself permission to recharge, which ultimately helps you regain your strength and focus. Interestingly, making a conscious effort to be friendly and open, even when you're feeling low, can have a surprising impact. Your warmth and genuine interest in others can brighten not just your day but also the days of those around you. Have you ever noticed how a simple act of kindness can ripple outward, creating a positive atmosphere? These gestures, small as they may seem, can leave lasting impressions and foster deeper connections. The joy of seeing someone smile because of your kindness can be incredibly uplifting and a reminder of the power of human connection. Sometimes, minor disagreements with friends or loved ones arise, and it's easy to blow them out of proportion. However, it's crucial to remember that these small conflicts are often just that small. They don't threaten the strength of a solid relationship. Offering a sincere apology when you've said something regrettable can mend fences quickly. Have you experienced the relief and renewed closeness that comes after resolving a misunderstanding with a heartfelt apology? Such moments teach us about the resilience of our relationships and the importance of communication in maintaining them. Even when everything seems to be going well, you might feel a lingering sense of dissatisfaction, perhaps yearning for more recognition or special treatment. It's worth considering whether these desires are realistic or if they might be setting you up for disappointment. Letting go of unfulfilled expectations can be liberating. Have you ever felt a weight lift after releasing an unrealistic goal? Embracing what is can bring peace and contentment, helping you focus on the positives rather than what's missing. Your charm and openness make you a magnet for people, and your ability to strike up meaningful conversations with strangers is a gift. These spontaneous connections can lead to enriching experiences for both you and the people you meet. Have you ever had a random encounter that left you feeling uplifted and inspired? Such interactions highlight the beauty of openness and the unexpected joys it can bring into our lives. In financial matters, it's prudent to stay cautious and flexible. With the future's inherent unpredictability, making significant financial moves without thorough consideration could lead to regret. Have you ever been thankful for pausing to reflect before making a major financial decision? Taking time to weigh your options ensures that you're making informed choices, safeguarding your resources, and setting yourself up for future stability.